In this video, I'll show you how I made this ocean-inspired resin abstract painting. My name's Tracey. I want to create a texture underneath the resin, so I'll use some modeling paste and spread that onto the wooden panel, making sure it's dried completely over the course of a few days actually before I poured my art resin. And I'm mixing equal parts of art resin. It has no VOCs, it's really good at non-yellowing, and it's my favourite resin to use. And I did mix 2 of those cups because I'm working on a larger board today. It's a 50 by 80 centimeters, and I'll just start pouring, getting my cups ready for the pigment. And I'm trying out this beautiful new color. It's called Aqua Gold by Rez Expressions, and it's this sort of turquoisey blue color, and it's got this hint of gold through it. When you look at it from different angles, you can see it. You can kind of see it there in the cup too. It's a metallic paste, so that's why it's got that beautiful shine and goldy metallic color through it. And so that I get a nice even spread of color, I'm going to tilt and angle this board and spread it around like that. And you can see that color, see the gold through it. It's absolutely stunning. And it's nice and transparent too, so you can see my texture underneath. And again, I'm using Angel White because I get some really good lacing with the art resin. And I'm making sure I put quite a bit in there. The cup's full, so I need a fair bit of white. And I always add a little bit more white to my resin than I do with the coloured pigments, just so that it's thick and opaque, and I'm going to get some lacing out of it. And to get that lacing, I'll use the heat gun to blow it around. I've got it not too hot, probably medium, because I don't want to burn the resin. Making sure I'm not staying in the one spot for too long either. You can see my texture there. You can see how raised it is. That's why it took a couple of days or a few days to dry, because some of it was really thick, and you have to make sure your surface is dry completely before you pour resin on. If you pour resin on a surface that's wet or it's damp or it's got humidity on it, the resin will actually go cloudy. So nobody wants that. And the gold that I was mixing up earlier was just a gold metal powder mixed into some resin. You get this beautiful leafing effect on the resin. You can't tell on this overhead shot. It's really unfortunate because it just doesn't look nice at all, but it's absolutely stunning when I show you the side angle and the finished piece at the end. And just using a little toothpick, dipping it into the jar, and then just lightly tapping it to allow a small amount to just drop off. And you can see quite a bit comes off, like a little really does go a long way, so you don't want to overdo it. Of course, the blowtorch, pop bubbles and heat up that powder. I should mention, always wear a mask when you're using metal powder. It's dangerous. You have to protect yourself when using the metal powder. And beautiful clear quartz crystals by Rez Expressions. I love them, using them in my ocean pieces because they're just so watery, and these crushed mirror glass. Oh my god, the shimmer you get out of that. It just looks so nice and beautiful. You can't really see it here, unfortunately. If you ever see the original, you'll know what I'm talking about. But you really don't need a whole lot because they just complement it beautifully in even small amounts. I can see here that it just needed a bit more white. I didn't like the shape. When I looked up at my camera, the display, I could see it. When I was painting, I didn't notice. But when I looked up, I went, oh my gosh, I can just see this big strip of blue that needs to be broken up. And I really apologize for the bad glare on these side angles, these close-up shots. I've got a new table. It's now in a different position in the room, and I didn't realize the window light was reflecting like that. So I'm going to have to fix that for my next video. And if you haven't done so already, you can grab a copy of my free ebook when you sign up to my newsletter. I'll leave the link in the description, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this, and let me know what other tutorials you would like to see in the future, and I'll see what I can do. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Tracey.